Welcome to our lesson number 6, how to increase your personal hypnotic power. Sometimes this personal hypnotic power is also called the personal magnetism of someone, because with this power you can attract people and you can lead them. So your personal magnetism. Okay? The lack of personal hypnotic power is the reason why hypnosis today is not the same as it has been 200 years ago. Hypnotists today train a lot of linguistic patterns and techniques, but they don't learn the personal hypnotic power. They don't learn how to become the hypnotist. And I think that's a problem, because the results today are not as good as they have been 200 years ago by the use of hypnosis, or by using hypnosis. The results were much stronger. Their instant healing and change occurred by in only one session. You know, instant amnesia, instant healing in one session, not a therapy over 10 or 20 or 30 hypnosis sessions. Their suggestive direct healing with by the use of direct suggestions was possible without any symptom shift. But today I don't know a lot of people who are able to do, or who reach these results. But why is it like that? I think it's because this hypnotic power, this concept to strengthen your own hypnotic power, your personal hypnotic power, isn't taught anymore in the hypnosis courses and hypnosis schools nowadays. A very interesting fact is this: studies show that hypnosis beginners show better results than people who have been in the profession for many years. And the reason why is very simple to understand. Newcomers are enthusiastic. They are convinced that hypnosis is a very powerful technique. They are full of energy and full of hypnotic power. They think they could reach everything. And why do they think they can reach everything? Because they had the first achievements, the first successes, and so they think they are great hypnotists at the beginning. But then the first failure occurs, the first things do not work. The first smokers still smoke after a smoking cessation session, and they have failure, and then the people begin to think that they are not as good hypnotists as they thought they would be. And the confidence of the beginners begins to descend, and so the hypnotic power of them decreases again. Okay? And they get a normal level again, like the other hypnotists. It's very interesting. Always remember, the beginner in most cases has better results than the professional hypnotist. Is really, really interesting fact. And the only explanation is that they are full of hypnotic power because they are fully convinced that they are the hypnotist and they can hypnotize, and that's the thing. And now we're going to learn to get this power again, to be convinced that we are the hypnotist, or the hypnotists, because we are the hypnotists. Okay? And let's look how we can increase this hypnotic power. As I've told before, 200 years ago, hypnotists healed by the use of simple, direct suggestions, and even without words, why were they able to do that? They were able to do it because they had no doubt. They learned what they've learned from a master hypnotist, and the student saw that the master hypnotist could heal people very fast, instant healing, instant change whatsoever. And then the student trained only with very suggestive clients the first time, and so they built up their the self-confidence as a hypnotist, because they only had successful experiences. And this is one of the keys of success. They had a lot of success, and if you have success, you in the next sessions when you work with a client, you also think that you are going to have success because you have experienced only successful situations in the past. And I think that you will understand what I mean. The more success you have, the more success you will have, because it's stored in your brain that you can hypnotize another, and you don't have doubts. One of our biggest enemies is that we doubt, and that our clients doubt in their own ability to get in hypnosis and in your ability to hypnotize them. If you have doubts only, or even if they only unconscious, you will transfer these doubts to your client, and they will also not show the same results as if you were extremely confident as a hypnotist. You transferred your doubts, your feelings, your beliefs and your convictions on an unconscious, on a meta level to your client. So it's important for you to know, the more success you have, the more success you will have. So if you are at the beginning of your hypnosis career, it would be the best way to work with good, somnambulistic, very suggestive clients or people first, maybe friends or family members, that you experience success as a hypnotist. You will getting better and better. And always use hypnotic phenomena, arm levitation, arm catalepsy, eye catalepsy, and much more, because you see the success and you learn that you're a successful hypnotist. It's very important to have success and to see it, because the most of our reality is visual. We explain, we live in a visual reality, and so what we see is the truth. We trust our senses. We have to trust our senses, because we only can describe reality if we trust that our senses. Okay. Today, hypnosis is much more a technical thing that it has been 200 years ago. Today, a lot of hypnotists work with analytical hypnosis techniques like age regression, and this is a good idea because they don't have the suggestive power. They would need to work with real suggestive power or suggestive hypnosis. If you don't get your clients in a state where they can accept these healing suggestions, you have to use other techniques. You have much more complicated techniques, and like age regression and forgiveness work and past therapy, and there are different names. But as I've told before, it's not as important as most hypnotists think, that they knew a lot of different techniques. Not what is done is the key, how it's done is the key. And your own power, hypnotic power, but in several minutes, or in 10 or 20 minutes, you will know much more how to increase this hypnotic power and understand more what I mean. Okay. Today hypnosis is full of very complicated techniques, linguistic patterns and strategies, and always new names for the same techniques, and everybody has a new idea and a new book, but in reality there's nothing new. And the hypnosis we see today, even in a lot of hypnosis schools and even in therapeutical context, is not the same as it has been 150 or 200 years ago, because there in these times the hypnotic power was strong enough that instant healing and change was possible without a special linguistic technique. You know what I mean? Today, and it's very interesting because today hypnosis is getting more and more a non-hypnotic technique. If today I watch or I read articles on the internet or see videos on YouTube, I see a lot of new techniques, conversational hypnosis and hypnosis with open eyes, but not hypnosis with open eyes like hypnotic fascination. It's only a kind of a trance talk, you know. For me, that means that we're getting farther and farther and farther away from real hypnosis. We're getting to real hypnosis is getting lost. You know, this hypnosis with instant amnesia, with people with open eyes and with suggestions against the will of somebody, what also works in reality. Today, it's we always say it's storytelling with sometimes open eyes or closed eyes, but it's not hypnosis as it has been 200 years ago. Now, in the next, or in this part of the course, you will learn the strategies and techniques to strengthen your hypnotic power, and what the non-verbal success factors of hypnosis are. But what do I mean when I talk about hypnotic power or personal magnetism? This hypnotic power is a combination of concentration, willpower, belief and imagination. The personality and the hypnotic power of a hypnotist is much more important than most of the people think it would be. Studies shows that in any kind of psychotherapy, the therapist and the relation, the rapport between him and his or her client are the most important success factors, not the technique itself. It's the relation between hypnotist and client, therapist, client. The relation, how it's done, not what is done. Okay? Very, very, very important. But when we want to lead others, we have to learn how to lead ourselves first, or to control ourselves first. And now the circle is closing, because at the beginning I've already told that the term mind control, as I see it in the hypnotic context, does not mean only to control someone's mind. To control someone's mind, to lead someone, means that you have to learn to control your own mind first. So mind control in this context means we have to learn to control our mind first. And now I'm going to show you several techniques how to learn these techniques.